way for the Eagles to travel for a win, but I think they returned to Murray County with one in this one. Now out west, ECS traveling to Fayette Academy. ECS won this game 33-14 last year. Fayette Academy, a much better football team this time around. I expect it to be a good bit closer in 2012. FACS should beat Rossville Christian. I like Jackson Christian to get a win against Bishop Byrne. Memphis University School should beat White Station. St. George's should get the better part of SBEC. And Floyd Station,
yes,
St. George's, I'm picking Harding Academy over Tipton Rosemark.
Ooh, big news in Mayberry, Murphy. Big news, yes. Barney's going back to finish his senior year at Mayberry Union High School. But at age 73,
St. George's, I'm picking Harding Academy.
He's old enough to be his own grandfather.
Now, Floyd, the old deputy, still has 1 year of football eligibility left, so the Mayberry coach said, "Okay, Fife, so you want to prove that at age 73,
yes, Barney,
that your football ability is just as bad as it was at age 17.
Dumb idea to play football at your age, Barney. Dumb idea. Barney could be the first high school quarterback on the Medicare.
Yeah. Nip it, nip it, nip it.
Ooh, nice.
Yes, indeedy. And that's going to do it for this week, fellas, for the Guru, Murphy Fair, and Steve Armistead. Thanks for being with us on Murphy's Matchups, brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance. We'll see you next week on Murphy's Matchups. Bye-bye.
Going to be intercepted by the Cougars.
Snap, set, kick on the way.
Yes, sir.
The kick is up.
And it is good.
Drops the throw.
But makes the catch. Spectacular grab.
Just streaking down the football field. Around the outside 25, 20.
Inside the 5.
That's a huge play.
He's going to go. Touchdown, Cougars!
10 weeks ago, the MTCS Cougars started the 2012 campaign with a road trip to Nashville Christian. A long, hard battle fought through the season brings us to tonight, senior night and homecoming here at Throneberry Stadium in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Tonight's seniors will be honored pregame, and we're about to bring that ceremony to you now. And then at halftime, homecoming festivities where the homecoming queen will be crowned. In between that, a whale of a football game in store for you tonight. Alongside Carl Mathis, I am Jay Bruner, going to call the action for you here tonight for the last home game of 2012. Next week, the Cougars will be on the road at Huntland. And the peculiar thing about Huntland is that they will have no internet access, so we will not be able to broadcast. So as we speak, the ceremony for the senior night festivities begins. So I will turn it over to the PA announcer here at Throneberry Stadium.
Tonight we are honoring our senior fall athletes. Some of these students have participated in band, football, cross country, volleyball, soccer, cheer, and golf since the 8th grade. That represents a tremendous amount of time in practicing, preparing, and travel. We want these student athletes and their parents to know we recognize all the sacrifice and dedication, and we really want them to know that we appreciate them very much. Our seniors tonight from the football team. First, Christopher Collins. Christopher is the son of Jerry and Julie Collins. Chris has attended MTCS since the 5th grade, and he has played football since the 6th grade. That's 7 years. He has enjoyed the game of football, playing for MTCS, and especially enjoyed our 2 playoff appearances. He would like to thank his parents for supporting him and being involved in everything. He wants to also thank his teachers who have cared about him, especially Rob Mathis. We would like to thank you, Chris Collins. Thank you. Let's give him a hand. Next is Zachary Brandon. Zach is here tonight with his grandfather, Mason Brandon. Zach has been at MTCS for 6 years and played football for that time. Zach says he will never forget the 2 straight playoff appearances and especially the playoff win in 2010. Zach wants to thank his grandfather for being involved in his life, and he wants to thank his coaches, and he would like to say thank you to Rob Mathis for all of his help. Zach Brandon. Next is Brent Hoffbauer. Brent's parents are Jeff and Debbie Hoffbauer. Brent has attended MTCS for 10 years and has played football for 7. Brent enjoyed playing in the playoffs and really enjoyed leading the team at quarterback in a win on the field last year. Brent thanks his family, his senior class friends, his teachers, and his coaches. Thanks, Brent, for your dedication. Let's give Brent a hand. Kyle Howard. Kyle is the son of Mark and Joanne Sharp. Kyle has played for 3 years, and he says a big thank you to his parents, to Coach Williams for helping him understand the game, his teammates, and a big thank you for Coach Stewart for being such a great role model. Kyle also says he wants to thank Jesus, our Savior, who makes it all possible. Thank you, Kyle. Now for cross country. Katie Callahan, who has run for MTCS. Her parents are Philip and Paula Callahan. Are they out there? Congratulations, Katie. Olivia Hillman has run for cross country for MTCS for 4 years. She was part of the team that won 2 straight regional championships. Olivia says that this team has changed her life, and she has made the best friendships and loved every minute of it. She is here with her parents, Charlie and Karen Hillman. Thank you, Olivia. Next is William Frazier, son of Roy and Jenny Frazier. He has run for 2 years with the team, and he wanted especially to thank Coaches Neely and Coach Chelsea for putting up with him. Kip Kaler, son of the Paul and Vonda Kaler. He has attended MTCS for 8 years and has run cross country for 5. He has been an important part of 2 regional championship teams and 2 region runner-up teams. He wants to thank his family for supporting and attending his races. He wants to thank Heath Watson for setting a high standard and for Dylan Mason just because. Our next senior cross-country runner is Katie Waldron. She is the daughter of Betsy and David Waldron. She has attended MTCS for 13 years, and she's been playing sports for 4. 3 years we've made it to the state finals. That was her favorite accomplishment. And special thanks to her parents and her brother for making me stick with it. This has been fun sport for me. Thank you, Katie. Dylan Mason is the son of Alan and Cheryl Mason. Katie McBride and the son of Gloria Beasley. Martin Moore, son of Larry and Cynthia Moore, and Katie Waldron. I think I've read all these. Now to golf. Golf has one senior athlete this year, Joe Warner, who's the son of Lou Warner and Sarah Warner. Now to girls soccer. Girls soccer included Shelby Beckham, daughter of Brent and Rhonda Beckham, Emily Brandon, the daughter of Mike and Peggy Brandon. Emily played for 5 years and has been named all-tournament. She says thanks to her parents for their support, her teammates for making the best season ever. Mallory Bowman, the daughter of Mike and Lanita Bowman. Mallory has played 5 years for MTCS soccer, and she was named to the all-district, all-season team this season. She wants to thank the team and coaches for being so much fun to be around. Now to Abby Magnuson, daughter of John and April Magnuson. She's enjoyed playing soccer for MTCS. We want to honor her tonight. Abby Magnuson. Now to our volleyball team. A special note, the volleyball team who made history this year by going to the regional tournament for the first time ever. Congratulations to the volleyball team. They're represented tonight by Gina Bartleson, daughter of Randy and Carol Bartleson. She has played volleyball for 5 years, and she wants to thank her coaches and teammates for making this year the best ever. Congratulations. Abby Little, daughter of Jeff and Deanna Liddell. She has been on the team for 5 years. She also enjoyed making history. She wants to thank coaches, family, friends, school, and God for his blessings. Abby Little. Next is Meredith McKnight, the daughter of Robert and Marianne McKnight. She has been at school for 13 years and has played volleyball for 3 of those. She was the varsity captain this year and loved going to regions. Congratulations, Meredith. Next is Devin Welker. Devin is the daughter of Darren and Christy Welker. Congratulations, Devin. Cheerleaders. Our one senior cheerleader this year is Joy Nettles. She is the daughter of John Nettles and Jill Nettles. She has been cheering for 5 years and has been at MTCS for 7. She says thank you to her parents for traveling to the games and supporting the Cougars. Thanks to all the cheerleaders and her best friend. And a special note here, Rebecca Brown is the senior water girl this year. She has worked hard taking care of the boys on this team for 2 years, and we want to thank her for that. Thank you, Rebecca Brown. Special thanks to all these seniors, and thank you for these families for all the support they've given this year. Let's give them another big hand. Now to the seniors on the band. The Cougar Marching Band would like to recognize its 6 seniors tonight, some of which are senior athletes. Emily Brandon is the daughter of Mike and Peggy Brandon and has been in the band for 1.5 years. She is also a member of the girls' soccer team. Emily played flute and joined the color guard this year. Her favorite band memory is the UT Martin trip in 8th grade. Emily's words of wisdom are smile and L's. Emily Brandon. Our next band member is Levi Bogus. Levi is the son of Kim and Eric Bogus and has played percussion in the band for 8 years. He's also a member of our bowling team, and Levi has held 2 offices in the band, including vice president this year. Other MTCS involvements include Fine Arts Club and chorus and men's soccer team. His favorite band memory is the UT Martin trip in the 7th grade and band camp. Thank you, Levi Bogus. Katie Callahan is a daughter of Philip and Paula Callahan. She joined the band this year to participate in the color guard. Katie is also a member of the cross-country team. She was recognized this year as the best personality female is a member of the Principals Club and achieved the top 15 of the region this past year. Katie's words of wisdom are, join the color guard, and she wants to say thank you to Mrs. Neely, Chelsea, and her team for making cross-country so much fun over this past year. We will miss you all. Katie Callahan. Again, Abby Magnuson is the daughter of John and April Magnuson. She played percussion and saxophone in the band for 3 years. Abby is also a member of the girls' soccer team, Young Republican Club, Fine Arts Club, Senior Beta, and Jazz Band. Last year she was the band vice president, and this year she is serving as the band president. Abby's favorite band memories are drumline sectionals, Cosby trips, Bryce Ball, and Wonky Cross. Her words of wisdom are, join the band. Abby Magnuson. Dylan Mason. Dylan is the son of Alan and Cheryl Mason, and he has played alto saxophone in the band for 8 years. Dylan is also a member of the cross-country team, soccer team. He would like to say thank you to Miss Neely and to Chelsea. Dylan Mason. Martin Moore. Martin is the son of Larry and Cynthia Moore. He has played trumpet in the band for 7 years. Martin is also a member of the cross-country and soccer teams, and he sings in the chorus. His favorite band memory is the Cosby trip. And Martin's words of wisdom are, you don't know how far you can go until you get there. Thank you, Martin. Congratulations on a great season. Thank you all for all your efforts, all your training, and all the time you've put in practicing for the band, for your teams, and everything that you do. Congratulations, seniors.
All right, senior night concludes at Throneberry Stadium, and we've got about a quarter hour until the kickoff of the Saints and the Cougars here on homecoming and senior night. Again, alongside Carl Mathis, I am Jay Bruner. Carl, let's go ahead and hit the absolute keys to the game tonight while we've got everybody with us for senior night festivities. You know, if you live in Tennessee, you know the weather can be unpredictable. But in those times when your home or property have been damaged by wind, water, fire, or storms, there's one team you know will be there for you, and that's Absolute Restoration. And when you call them at 615-893-4343 or visit them online at absoluterestoration.com, Mike and Kyle will put over 50 years of restoration and construction experience to work for you and get your property and, more importantly, your life back to normal. In an unpredictable world, it's good to have a team you can count on, and that team is Absolute Restoration. So, Carl, key to the game, number one, the winning mentality. You know, the Cougars know they can beat the Saints. They've done it before, and grabbing a hold of that mindset, using it to fuel the performance tonight, can lead them to a second straight win over the Saints.
And that really is exactly what they have to do. I think a lot of this game is going to be mental. They definitely have the capacity to beat this Saints team, so it's going to come down to who's going to come out here and who's going to play the best. One thing we do have to remember is the Cougars came out in the first half of last year's game, and I believe going into halftime we're down by 21 points.
It was 27-7, I believe, yes.
Believe that to be correct. And then come back out after halftime to get that lead back, get that one win of the season. And honestly, I think this Cougar team would have a hard time doing the same thing. This Cougar team really needs to try and not have that kind of deficit going into halftime to come out here from the very beginning and put some points on the board.
So, key to the game, number 2. Pretty simple. Send the seniors out with a home win. I mean, this win that they got against the Saints last year, of course, was on the road. Their only win of the season. It would mean so much more doing it here tonight at home on senior night and homecoming. So, pretty simple. Send them out with a win. And number 3, break some records. Now, while it's very low on the list of priorities, breaking records tonight, it's possible. And we will be keeping track of that tonight from the Cougar record book located at thisiscougarfootball.com. The passing records are the ones that we're probably going to be keeping an eye on. Attempts per game, yardage, longest completion, things of that nature. Again, not what Coach Stewart and the team are focused on. They're focused on getting the W, but in the process, we may see some records fall here tonight. And speaking of records, one did fall or was set last week against Eagleville. Justin Wynn, sophomore quarterback, set a record for most rushing yards in a single game by a quarterback for MTCS with 85. So he goes into the record books this year along with freshman Trey Hickey, who had 2 interceptions to tie a Cougar record at the Nashville Christian game first week of the year.
And that's a nice thing to see. I think it's really going to help this Cougar offense to have that dual threat quarterback to be able to get out of the box when things start to crumble and to get the yards that he can on his feet.
Now, Carl, something I wanted to ask you about. If the Cougars can get the win tonight, and without looking too far ahead, next week another very winnable game on the road at Huntland. Huntland going into tonight 1-7 on the year, and the Cougars 0-8. And tonight Huntland facing off against Eagleville. So there's a very good chance that Huntland can end up being 1-8, and the Cougars be 1-8 for the final game and the final district matchup of the year for both of these teams down there near the Alabama-Georgia line down there in Huntland. If they can develop the winning mentality that they have against Mount Juliet Christian and carry it forward into the weeks and into the months and seasons to come, could we see the start of a winning streak here tonight? If they can end the season 2-0, start strong in 2013 with the playmakers that they have coming back, could we see tonight the start of a record streak?
I do believe we could, but like you said, I think it's a really big mental thing right now. The Cougars have the athleticism, they have the people that they need, and are they just absolutely stacked with stars? No, but it's a small school, you run into that problem. But they have the athletes that they need. I think it comes down to mentally, are they going to be able to have it? Tonight, can they come out, can they perform like they're able to perform and get the win? And I think if they can continue that streak of mentally coming prepared to get the W, I think by all means they have the ability to do it.
So a quick injury update tonight. Several Cougars on the injury report. The biggest 2, Zach Brandon, the senior, with the ankle injury that he suffered a couple of weeks ago, is probable and will probably start the game tonight. Nick Merritt, the freshman running back, with those concussion-like symptoms, is also probable. Both of them were suited up in pregame and ready to go. Zach Brandon, as you saw, being honored out on the field tonight. I want to remind you, at halftime tonight, we will reveal the number 2 and the number 1 moments, your top 5 moments in MTCS football history. And now we will turn it over and have the prayer for the night and the national anthem.
Will you bow your heads? Holy Father, we're thankful for this day. We bow our hearts and minds as we see you seated on your heavenly throne. Father, we're thankful for the 2 schools represented here tonight, Mount Juliet Christian Academy and Middle Tennessee Christian School. Father, we pray your blessings upon both institutions as they seek you'll help them play to the best of their abilities, and that you'll be with the players and keep them safe. Finally, Father, we're thankful for tonight, a night where we can honor the seniors of this school. Father, we pray that you'll help them to look back fondly on their years at Middle Tennessee Christian School and the relationships and friendships that they've made here. Father, we're thankful that we can have this prayer before the game,
And we're also thankful for those men and women that are serving in the armed forces. And Father, we pray that you'll bring them home to their families safely. All this we pray in Jesus' name. Amen.
And so we get set to open senior night at Throneberry Stadium. Again, the 4 seniors honored tonight: Kyle Howard, Zach Brandon, Chris Collins, and Brent Hoffbauer. All should see plenty of action here tonight. And joining them on the team tonight, several 8th graders from MTCS's middle school championship team, including, got to get the numbers because they just got added to the roster. Again, roster changes, number changes, almost a weekly occurrence in high school football. But Jackson Arnett is going to be wearing number 85 tonight, play a little receiver. And Joseph Peck will be playing some running back tonight, an 8th grader. Going to wear number 16 tonight. And everybody is very high on Mr. Joseph Peck, Carl, expecting big things out of him in the years to come and his high school career. Played quarterback on the middle school team and led them to that middle school championship a couple of Saturdays ago. Other games going to happen tonight in district play. Huntland, again, traveling to play Eagleville. Forest is hosting Cascade. That's a battle of the number 2 and number 4 teams in the district. And then Moore County, undefeated at 8-0, is taking on Community, who at 3 wins has equaled their highest win total ever for their young football program. With 2 weeks to go in the season, the bigger schools in Rutherford County, the AAA schools, Blackman is playing Brentwood tonight. Riverdale is at Cookville. Siegel playing against Independence in Murfreesboro. Smyrna welcomes in Ravenwood, and Laverne is playing CAK. That's the Christian Academy of Knoxville. So a non-district week for the bigger schools, for the AAA schools here in Rutherford County. And outside of MTCS, all the District 9 teams playing against each other. And Carl, the TSSAA redrawing the districts, and a bit of a surprise, Friendship Christian deciding to drop down to Division II, and they will give up their longtime grouping, their longtime rivalries with schools like Trousdale County and Gordonsville. And should the Cougars end up in a district with Trousdale and Gordonsville, then the Commanders of Friendship won't end up on the schedule, and could possibly be a very good thing, seeing as how the last 2 times that the Cougars played the Commanders, it was games you'd want to forget.
Yeah, they sure were. But at the same time, I think the Cougars would definitely be hurt by that rezoning, along with those teams like Trousdale County and Gordonsville. So really they may be off, just go ahead and taking that one game versus Friendship rather than having that tougher district. But there was definitely a lot of talk of the Cougars getting moved to different places, some talk of them getting moved east, some talk of them getting moved north. But new information out says that more than likely the Cougars will remain where they are but that is not 100% assured as
that
of
information comes courtesy of Daily News Journal Prep Sports editor Tom Krieger, writing on the ThisIsCougarFootball.com Facebook page, saying that more than likely the Cougars are going to stay in Single A District 9 with most of the teams, minus Cascade, who looks like they may move up to 2A based on their enrollment. And if you listen to our Forest broadcast a couple of weeks ago, Rob Mathis gave a very detailed rundown of exactly what they look for, how they redraw the districts. Coin toss going on right now here at midfield. The 4 Cougar captains are the 4 Cougar seniors, as you would expect here tonight.
And also something to look for next year, I believe Fayetteville, it will be their first year in our district, and definitely a bigger school, but since they are a newer school and it will be their first year with a senior class, they will remain in a smaller division. So because of that, definitely look to them to be very competitive next year and possibly the next couple of years, depending on if their attendance reaches high enough. Everyone's expecting them to be over the mark, but they have to reach, I believe it's 20% over the mark before they will reclassify outside of the 4-year agreement that they go on. So that will be interesting to see, and definitely a big game for the Cougars next year.
Well, the Saints won the toss and elected to defer their option to the second half, so the Cougar offense will get to see the field first tonight, and the Cougars will receive to start senior night. The tunnel is formed, the banner is up, the team is set, an electric atmosphere at the Throne here on the campus of Middle Tennessee Christian School for senior night and homecoming. The team's getting fired up, the Cougars ready to rumble.
And the Cougars really desperately need to come out here and get a score on this first drive, get some confidence, get some momentum, and come out here. Like we said before, they have the ability. It's, are they going to do it? Are they going to perform mentally? Are they going to go out here and get it done? And I think coming out here and getting a score here on the first drive, getting that momentum would go a long way toward boosting their confidence enough to have that winning mentality.
So as we begin, the first quarter tonight is brought to you by Murphy Fair, the guru of Tennessee high school football. From Clarksville to Chattanooga, from Memphis to the Tri-Cities, and everywhere in between, Murphy covers it all. He knows every team, every coach, every stat, and more, and he makes it all available to you. Online, visit murphyfair.com and get to know the guru. So Justin Wynn and Griffin Harper in their traditional spots deep for the Cougars to receive this kick from number 42 for Mount Juliet Christian, Jackson Harrell. Harrell also big in the receiving game for the Saints offense. Caught a touchdown pass a couple of weeks ago in a 22-12 loss versus Zion Christian. Last week, the Saints suffered a 42-0 defeat at the hands of DCA. Ball's teed up. We are ready to go here on senior night. Week number 9. Game number 9 for the Cougars and Saints. We're underway. Low squib kick going to be fielded by an up back. That's Nick Merritt at his own 35. Merritt with a hole up the middle, gets near midfield before he's slung back at his 42-yard line. Good return by Nick Merritt. Give him a gain of 17 yards. And it'll be 1st and 10 Cougars with great field position at their own 47. Good to see Nick Merritt back from those concussion-like symptoms. Justin Wynn, the sophomore, with an empty backfield here at quarterback for MTCS. On 1st down and 10, Tanner Green in motion. Speed sweep, and Tanner Green brought down behind the line for a good loss. The Saints not fooled there on 1st down. And again, another 1st down going the wrong way for MTCS.
And, that's something we talked about last week. The Cougars really need to get those positive yards on 1st down and quit shooting themselves in the foot.
So -3 for Tanner Green at 2nd down and 13 now, inside the 45 at the 44. Green, the standing tailback, in the backfield with Wynn. 3-by-1 wide receivers. Trey Hickey, the lone man to the near side. Rolling left is Justin Wynn. Going to cut it back up. Got some good room. Justin Wynn across midfield into St. territory near the 46-yard line. That's where they will mark it, 46-yard line, 10-yard gain for Justin Wynn. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 3. So the option worked in a little last week against the Eagles, and now second offensive play, we see Wynn taking it and electing to keep it. Empty backfield again for MTCS. 4 down linemen for the Saints on 3rd down and 3. Tanner Green in motion. Wynn's going to keep it. Find a little bit of room. Going to be stopped short, though. He's going to advance the ball down to the 45-yard line of MJC. So a gain of 1 yard, but they do not pick up the first down. It's going to be 4th down and 2.
And unfortunately, again, we see that loss on first down really hurting this Cougar offense. They've got to get those positive yards on first down so they can keep the chains moving.
Hickey out, Hoffbauer in now. Hoffbauer into a running back role. It is he and Tanner Green in the backfield with Wynn. 3 receiver set. Saints, low snap. Wynn looking to pass, being pressured, being flushed to his right, throws over the middle, incomplete. It's a turnover on downs, intended on the play for Austin Melton. But the Cougars turn it over on a 4th down play just inside Saints territory, and MJCA is going to have it 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line. So not a good start for the offense. 3 plays and a net total of 8 yards. And now the Saints with Rakesh Van Mali at quarterback will take over. This is a pistol formation for Van Mali in the offense. Here's a give inside. Going to be a short gain. Cougars wrap up. Forward momentum is stopped. They get him for a couple. In on the play, making the tackle, there's senior Kyle Howard.
Number 11 on the carry. Initial hit by number 54.
Elliott Lee, the running back for the Saints. Elliott Lee, their weapon on the ground, along with number 6 is Noah Wilson, their other good back. Same formation here for the Saints. It'll be Lee straight ahead again. Tripped up as he crosses midfield. Gets into Cougar territory. Griffin Harper with the shoestring tackle brings down Lee, but it's a good gain.
Griffin Harper with the tackle. Brings up 3rd down.
So a 3rd down and a long 3, short 4 for the Saints at the Cougar 49. So shotgun formation, tailback, wing back, 3 receivers. Quick out, and it's incomplete. Incomplete in the direction of Wilson. And it's 4th down now for the Saints. So Van Mali throwing incomplete there. Look to be 2 offenses that kind of run the same playbook, Carl.
It really does. They're really looking very, very similar.
Jackson Harrell in a position to punt here, and Justin Wynn looks like he will get a shot to return it, standing at his own 15-yard line. This is 4th down and 4. High snap. Harrell does field it cleanly. Cougars attempt to block it, but Harrell gets it off. Justin Wynn calls for and makes a fair catch at his own 21-yard line. So a good defensive stop there on the Saints' first possession of the ball game, and the Cougars will get the ball back. 8:28 to go in the first quarter, and there is no score. Again, at halftime, we will be bringing you the top 2 moments of MTCS football history. And both of them involve games against the same team. You can puzzle that one out. As the Cougars on first down have a 4-receiver set. Justin Wynn and Tanner Green in the backfield. Wynn rolling, getting protection, firing out. Got Oakley Starling at the 25. Starling's going to be shoved out of bounds right at the 25. But a good gain on first down. Positive yardage just over the 25-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 26 for a gain of about 4.
And that right there is the kind of gains on first down that this Cougar offense really needs.
Well, positive yardage anytime is always a good thing.
Exactly.
3-by-1 wide receivers. This time Braden Melton is the tailback. Braden a bit more of a bruiser, even as a freshman. This is Melton inside, and he's crunched. He's cracked down for a loss. Correction, make that Zach Brandon, 45. Place the ball back at the 24-yard line. It's a loss of 2 for Brandon. It brings up another third down, this time 3rd down and 8. Justin Wynn with 2 carries for 11 yards. Carl, all other Cougar runners, 2 carries for -5. There's the diamond package at the top of your screen. This is Tanner Green in motion. The snap, fake the speed sweep. Justin Wynn over the middle and over the head of his intended receiver, Austin Melton. So another 3rd down goes by the boards, and Wynn's going to have to punt it away here. Promising start of the gain on 1st down, then the drive stalls with the loss on 2nd down by Brandon and the incompletion on 3rd down towards Melton. 1 for 3 for 4 yards for Justin Wynn through the air. 7:05 in the first quarter. And Wynn with the quick kick. Ooh, short kick, high kick, wobbly kick. Takes the Cougar roll, though. Is going to roll out of bounds in Cougar territory at the 47-yard line. So the Saints will start their second possession in enemy territory, and the defense will have yet more work to do after a good stop on the Saints' first drive. Last year in this contest, running back Stephen Brent set a couple of Cougar records with 283 rushing yards and 6 touchdowns. Like to see a Cougar step up tonight and maybe get that same kind of performance. And Brent came on late in that offensive explosion as Van Molly gives to Wilson, who is stopped behind the line. Kyle Howard the first there. It's going to be a tackle for loss as he's thrown down. Kyle Howard not fooled, busting through the offensive line and bringing down Wilson back near midfield. Just inside the midfield stripe. It's going to be a loss of 2.
And I think you hit it right on the head there by him not being fooled. I think it really did look like the Cougar defense knew what was coming and was prepared for it.
2nd down and 12 now. Van Molly, quick out to his receiver, and it's incomplete, intended on the play for Andy Pittman. Covering was Hickey, but the quick out just too far outside by Van Molly, and it's 3rd down and 12 for the Saints. Nice chill in the air. Good football weather here in Murfreesboro. I have to talk to the individual who decided that keeping these press box windows open was a good idea tonight. Wilson in motion now as Van Molly drops into the shotgun, looking downfield, going deep for his receiver. Got a man out there, and it's incomplete, broken up by Chaz Chaffin. Brant Lambert, the intended receiver. Chaffin and Melton out there together, and Melton knocks it away.
And a great play right there by the Cougar defenders. That was a very well-thrown ball. The receiver definitely had a good opportunity to make the catch, but it was broken up and definitely paid off for the Cougars.
Chaz Chaffin with his receiver the whole way. That was going to have to be a perfectly thrown ball. It was, but he got help over the top from Hickey and Melton. And now Harrell back to punt again. Nearly blocked. Wynn going to let this one bounce. Going to take an MJC roll towards the sideline. Going to be down inside the 15-yard line. So Cougars are going to start backed up for this one as they start their 3rd possession. Have yet to pick up a 1st down in this game. 6:02 remaining first quarter. 1st and 10 from the Cougar 13.5-yard line.
And though that punt wasn't blocked, this Cougar coaching staff has to be seeing an opportunity right there to make a big play in the special teams.
Well, this is a give to Brent Hoffbauer, who's going to find a little room over left guard. Up near the 15-yard line. And that's where they'll mark it, right at the 15-yard line. Gain of 2 for Hoffbauer will be 2nd down and 8. Clock counts, 5:40 to go. First quarter, there is no score on senior night here in Murfreesboro. Justin Wynn with a 3-by-1 receiver set. Low snap, quick out to his receiver. Got it. It's Oakley Starling who's going to be dumped as he gets across the 20-yard line. Good gain on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and short.
To number 9, Austin Melton, complete. 3rd down.
And we saw this Cougar offense having real trouble completing those little dump passes earlier in the season. Now they've started to find their rhythm, and it's really paid off for them.
Ball on the 21-yard line. On the option, Wynn going to cut it up and pick up the 1st down across the 25. Good run there by Justin Wynn.
And that's good for another Bojangles. 1st down.
Gain of 6 yards for Justin Wynn. Blackman Blaze with an early 7-0 lead over the Brentwood Bruins. Again, no score here. 4.5 minutes to go, first quarter. But the Cougars did pick up a 1st down. And Justin Wynn facing the blitz. Good cut by Zach Brandon, who's going to get pushed up across the 30 to the 32.
Number 32.
Check that, Tanner Green. Never can tell just who's in at running back for MTCS. They've got a stable of good running backs. Zach Brandon now does come in. Pickup of 6 for Tanner Green on 1st down. Again, this drive started at their own 13-yard line. Then out at their own 32. This is Tanner Green. End around to the right. Tanner Green gets tripped up. He's going to lose yardage. Going to lose 1 yard back to the 30. They're going to say it's back to the 32. So -1 for Tanner Green. Brings up yet another 3rd down. 3rd down and 5. Already their 4th 3rd down attempt of the game, and we're still in the first quarter. They are one of their previous 3. This one a 3rd down and 5 from their own 32-yard line. 2 backs in the backfield. Hoffbauer. And looks like Green. No, it's Brandon with Wynn. Wynn fakes the inside run. Wynn's going to be snowed under back at his own 24-yard line. Wynn sacked. An incredible blitz by the Saints defense. And Justin Wynn had no opportunity to do anything there. Loss of 6, and it's 4th down. So a promising drive. You pick up a 1st down. But then the drive stalls, and Wynn is going to have to punt it away yet again. But the defense hanging in there. Wynn, a little bit better punt. Spiral spinner, takes a good Cougar roll into Saint territory. Dives inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So the defense back out for the Saints' 3rd possession of the first quarter. Offense hard to come by for both sides here tonight. 2:24 to go in the first stanza. Fast-moving first quarter. More ground attack than we thought we'd see from MTCS. This is Van Molly. Give inside. Little tricky play. Braden Melton finally brings down the runner in Cougar territory at the 47.
Tackle by number 42.
And with that little misdirection, it really looked like that Cougar front line got a little turned around right there.
Now a nice hole up the middle for the Saints running back. Melton with a sure tackle. But a pickup of 8, almost 9 on 1st down for the Saints. Van Molly, reverse option, and it's sniffed out beautifully by the Cougar defense. First Cougar there is Chris Collins.
Tackle on the play by Chris Collins. Brings up 3rd
-1 for the Saints. It's now third down and about 3 yards to go. Ball at the Cougar 48-yard line. Less than a minute and a half remaining in the first quarter. Quick moving game so far. There is no score. These two teams locked in a defensive struggle. Van Molly, the quarterback for the Saints. Pitch out to Wilson, coming to the left. Wilson's got the first down the sidelines. He's going to be stacked up. It breaks free. Wilson inside the 30-yard line, down near the 25. A big run for the Saints, and it's a first down for MJC. So a third down conversion, and the Saints now the first team to threaten in scoring position here. Ball at the Cougar 25-yard line, a pickup of 23 yards for Noah Wilson. Those outside run plays and those sideline runs have been a killer for the MTCS defense this year. Pistol formation here, Wilson in motion. Van Molly, fake it inside, going across the middle to his receiver, and it's broken up by Peyton Buckner.
Pass intended to number 3, broken up by number 5.
Brent Lambert, the intended receiver. Buckner just puts a shoulder into him right as the ball gets there and knocks it free. Yet to see number 16, Joseph Peck, the 8th grader, in the game. And we may not, but he is dressed out, participating with the varsity. That is allowed. Inside give Wilson on that reverse play. Wilson with clear sailing, going to turn the corner and be thrown out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Making the tackle, Chaz Chaffin, but it's first and goal for Mount Juliet Christian.
Number 2, Chaz Chaffin on the tackle. First and goal, Saints.
Ball at the Cougar 4 for a first down and goal, Mount Juliet Christian. 31 seconds to go, first quarter. Deepest penetration for either team thus far. Inside give to Lee. Lee lowering his head is going to be stacked up for literally no gain. A good surge by the defensive line. There's Braden Melton and Chris Collins in there.
Mathis and number 58, Chris Collins on the stop.
A good stop there. No gain. Second down and goal. That may be the last play of the first quarter. If so, we'll flip ends of the field. And it looks like the Saints are in no hurry to run a play. That will do it for the first quarter of play. There is no score here at Thornberry Stadium in Murfreesboro on senior night. But the Saints threatening inside the 5-yard line. You're watching Cougar football on the TSSAA network. Second quarter about to get underway, brought to you by Middle Tennessee Christian School. From pre-K through high school, MTCS ensures your child a quality education in a Christian environment. Go to mtcscougars.org to find out more. Middle Tennessee Christian School, training for eternity. Justin Wynn, 2 of 4 for 10 yards passing in the first quarter. Also had 4 carries for 11 yards on the ground. Tanner Green, 3 carries for only 2 yards. So not a whole lot of offense for the Cougars. This is second down and goal for the Saints. Rakesh Van Molly hands off to his running back, Lee, who gets in for the touchdown. So the Saints strike first on the first play of the second quarter. It's 6-0 And we'll see what they elect to do here. Again, kicking always suspect in high school with very few exceptions. Teams either just elect to go for 2 right out of the gate, but if they elect for an extra point, it's not always automatic. They will elect to try the PAT. And the PAT is up and good by Jackson Harrell. So the Saints with a 7-0 lead early in the second quarter over MTCS. It is senior night. Homecoming festivities will take place at halftime. Around the mid-state, Forest a 7-0 lead in the first quarter over Cascade. Blackman over Brentwood 7-0. CAK leads Laverne 7-0 in their contest. Moore County 6-0 over Community also in the first quarter. A lot of games just now getting underway or have yet to get underway as we approach 7:22 Central Standard Time in the Mid-State. So the defense got gashed on that drive, Carl. Those little misdirection plays, inside gives, just another version of the option, and the pistol all rolled into one, and very effective for the Saints.
It was. The Cougar defense had really done a good job making a stand, but there it was just, there's a few big plays, a few kind of busted defenses there by the Cougars, and it really cost them.
And again, the pass defense for the Cougars not been the problem this year. It's been against the run where the home folks have struggled. Wynn and Harper to receive the kick from Jackson Harrell. Harrell gets a little air under it this time. Harper's going to field it at his own 15-yard line to the 20 to the 25 and crack down as he gets near the 30-yard line.
Number 20, Griffin Harper on the return. First down, Cougars.
Griffin Harper, they're going to spot him just outside the 30-yard line, so a gain of 15 yards on the kickoff return. First and 10 Cougars from that point. So we'll see if the offense can respond here. Peyton Buckner, Oakley Starling, receivers to the near side, along with Melton. Trey Hickey, receiver to the far side. Low snap, and this is Melton getting the ball with a nice hole. Is tripped up as he gets to the 35-yard line. Had a hole, but it closed quickly. There's Noah Wilson with a big outstretched paw. Gets just enough of Melton to bring him down. A gain of 5. It's second down and 5.
Second down.
And a big positive gain there on first down. Some of the Cougars that really have to continue keep getting those first downs and to get points on the board.
Diamond bunch formation here. Oakley Starling single cover to the near side. Wynn, a low snap. Again, out to the receiver who drops it. They're going to say incomplete pass. That was Trey Hickey. Heard the footsteps and dropped the ball right as he was about to get hit. Brings up third down and 5 now. Three-by-one receivers here on third down. Wynn going to run the option. Wynn breaks a tackle, is going to be brought down at the 37-yard line. Only a pickup of 2, and it's going to be fourth down yet again. Option being defended well by the Saints defense. So Wynn will probably have to punt it away again right here. A short drive, less than a minute for MTCS. Apparently saw something in tape that made them think they could run against this defense and have some success with the quick lateral passing game. Not a lot there, though, as no one's back to cover to receive this punt. Ball's going to take a good Cougar roll inside the 25, down by Peyton Buckner at the 24. And the Cougars will go back on defense again after giving up a touchdown on their last trip out. The Saints riding high now with a lead, coming in averaging just over 12 points a game scored to the Cougars 10 points a game.
October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Brentwood has come back to tie Blackman in the first quarter. It's 7-all. Laverne trails by only 1 to CAK at 7-6. They may have scored a touchdown, and we're just waiting for the update here of the extra point. Wing back, tailback, 3 receivers for Van Molly, who fakes it. Got a man wide open over the middle. And he's brought down by Chaz Chaffin, but that's 86 Zach Jones. Sits right down in that hole. Van Molly passing complete up to the 32-yard line. Long 1, short 2 to go for a first down here for the Saints. Great gain on first down. 2 backs in the backfield, 2 receivers. This is Wilson inside, finds a little hole, finds a big hole. Coming to the near side, to the 50, to the 45, to the 40, being chased, being wrapped up as he gets to the Cougar 35, once again by Chaz Chaffin. The speedy Wilson, they can't stop him. Another big play for the Saints, and once again the Cougars playing defense in their own end. Ball spotted at the 33 for another Saints first down. 9:39 and counting to go in the first half. Mount Juliet Christian with a 7-0 lead over MTCS.
And it seems like this Saints offense has really kind of found their rhythm, but also this Cougar defense seems a little rattled. They need to get their composure back and start playing the ball that they were playing here at the early part of this game.
Not getting as much penetration in the line as they did in the first couple of Saint possessions. Another 3 receiver set. Here's the pistol formation. Van Molly fakes, going to go deep, going to overshoot his receiver in the direction of Jones. Chaz Chaffin in the area, but unable to bring in the interception. It's going to be second down and 10. Cascade and Forest tied at 7. This is Wilson again with a hole up the middle. Going to be stopped as he gets inside the 30 by Braden Melton.
Number 6 on the carry, stopped by number 42, Braden Melton.
Ball down near the 25-yard line. Third down and short for MJC. Call it 3rd and 3. Need to get the ball inside the 23-yard line for a first down. Saints looking to add to a 7-0 lead here in the middle stages of the second quarter. And somebody called a delay of game on Mount Juliet. So it's going to make this third down try a lot longer. Works in the favor of the Cougars. Ball goes back outside the 30-yard line. Be third down at about 8 now. See if the Cougars can catch a little spark from that penalty to the Saints as they run up quickly to the line. Shotgun for Van Molly. Single back and a 4-receiver set. Man in motion is Brant Lamberth. And Van Molly calls timeout. So both teams will talk about it on the sidelines. 8:22 to go first half. Saints again lead 7-0. Leading on defense for the Cougars so far, Chaz Chaffin with 3 tackles. Braden Melton, Kyle Howard, and Chris Collins all with 2. A beautiful night here in Murfreesboro. Upper 50s to start this game. We'll see where we end up by the time this one's over. Coach Stewart assuming defensive coordinator duties at the beginning of the year with the departure of Steve Williams for Blackman. Already the head coach and offensive coordinator. And his assistants giving him good help this year, including former Cougars Kyle Pitts and Thomas Bird. This is 3rd down and 7. Fake inside, cross the middle. There's Jones, complete inside the 20, brought down from behind by Sam Mathis, but it's a 1st down for MJC. Zach Jones, a big target, sits right down in that hole at about 8 yards.
Number 68, Sam Mathis on the stop.
Nobody picked him up, and the Saints convert on 3rd down, move the ball ever closer to the end zone. Ball spotted at the 17-yard line of MTCS. Just over 8 minutes to go in the first half. Only 3 down linemen for MTCS, man in motion. Here's Wilson again. Cougars read it well this time. Not much there. Griffin Harper comes in to make the tackle.
Griffin Harper with a stop. 2nd down.
They try that dipsy doodle, fake the pitch, and bring it back on the end around going up the middle. Really can't call it an end around if it's up the middle. Second down and about 7. Just inside the Cougar 15-yard line. Wilson in motion. Van Molly going to give to Lee straight ahead, who finds a little room. Dragging tacklers down near the 10-yard line. There's Sam Mathis and Chris Collins again at the bottom. Kyle Howard and Chris Collins at the bottom of the pile.
Kyle Howard, 54, on the stop.
So 3rd down and about 5 here. And 4 down territory for Mount Juliet. You would expect. Van Molly, fake inside to Lee, going over the middle, and it's almost intercepted, but dropped by Austin Melton. Nearly intercepted in the end zone, but it falls out of the sophomore's hands and incomplete. Melton with excellent position. That's his 2nd pass breakup of the night. But the chance that Anoski goes by the board. Now 4th down. And Harrell's going to come in to try a field goal. It's going to be 29 yards. Harrell's kick is up, got the distance, but it's no good, off to the right. The Saints come away with nothing after another long drive. Cougars will take over.
Cougars will take over at the 20-yard line. 1st down, Cougars.
6:25 to go, first half. Cougars trailing by 7, but a defensive stand and a missed extra point by Mount Juliet Christian gives the Cougars the ball at their own 20-yard line. Justin Wynn with Tanner Green as his tailback. 2 receivers either way on 1st down and 10. Low snap. Wynn going to look deep on play number 1 of this drive for Peyton Buckner, who has to end up playing defensive back to Noah Wilson, who was in perfect position to intercept that long Wynn pass. They finally try it downfield, Carl, but come up short.
Fortunately they do, but I think the Cougars really to make this Saints defense honor that downward pass, they're going to have to keep throwing it. They're going to have to keep the ball in the air some to open up lanes for the running game.
Second down and 10. Some low snaps tonight. Over the middle, behind the intended target, Peyton Buckner. Wynn with a little happy feet, has already been sacked once tonight. Felt a little pressure, got rid of it a little late. Buckner was open across the middle. Wynn could not hit him. It's now 3rd down and 10.
And those are those passes that you really have got to complete.
3 of 8 passing thus far for Justin Wynn. 3-by-1 wide receiver. Fake inside. Throwback by Wynn to Tanner Green, who cannot field it. An incomplete pass. That's 3 and out for the Cougar offense. Wynn a little bit high on that short throwback screen pass, which has worked in weeks past. Just not that time. Cougars now 1 of 6 on 3rd down conversions in the half. 6:10 to go. in the second quarter, and the Cougars are going to have to give the ball back once again. Cougars with only 2 first downs in this game so far. Wynn has it nearly blocked. It's going to fall to Brant Lamberth, who downs it immediately at the Cougar 45-yard line. Excellent field position for the Saints to start this next drive.
First down, Saints.
Offense just can't get it going here in the first half. Again, something we saw last year in this matchup and something that has reared its head again here tonight. But if history is anything to go by, the Cougars will come back and score 35 unanswered points in the second half.
That would be a very nice thing to see.
This is Wilson being chased around the corner, finds a huge hole. Chris Collins has to throw him down inside the 30-yard line. Another big gain for Wilson. My goodness.
And again, this Cougar defense really looks like it's a little flustered. They've got to get their composure back and got to start playing the kind of defense they were at the beginning of this game. They have the ability. Right now, they're just not doing it.
And MTCS will take their first BVI Group Printing timeout. When you need to upgrade your business with professional documents, take a timeout and call BVI Group Printing. Family owned and operated for over 5 years, Brian Melton and the team at BVI Printing will guide you through the setup and creation process and ensure you have top-notch documents. Their list of services include direct mail, labels, and commercial printing, such as brochures, catalogs, and forms. Call Brian at 615-308-6892 and lead your team over the competition with professional documents from BVI Group Printing. So Coach Stewart very animated in this huddle down here around his own 28-yard line, exhorting his defense to step it up as they have been gashed early and often here by this Saints offense, who've scored a total of 97 points in 2012.
And the winner of the competition and recipients of a Casual Day Plus Celebration lunch next week is Football America's Game, the freshman class. Great job to everyone.
First and 10, Van Molly over the middle, got his man, and Austin Melton makes him pay for it. But a good catch there by Andy Pittman.
Stopped by number 9, Austin Melton.
Just a quick slant pass. Van Molly perfect on the throw and the timing. Pittman with a good catch. And it's first down and 10 now. Ball inside the 15 at the 13. MJC moving the ball at will here on offense against the Cougars. 5.5 minutes to go, first half. This is Lee getting the pitch, heading right, breaking a couple of tackles, being stood up by Chaffin, but turning and diving into the end zone. No signal yet from the referees. And they're going to mark him just short of the goal line. Chaffin tried to shoulder him out of bounds, but Lee used the momentum and put on a spin move and got a couple extra yards out of it. The nose of the football is almost touching the goal line. It's first and an inch, if that, for the Saints. 7-0 they lead, looking to add to it here. 5:03 and counting to go first half. Cougars wanting to stop them here and avoid going down 2 scores. Van Molly gives to Lee, who fumbles the football back near the 4-yard line. Seemed like a bad exchange there, Carl, and Van Molly couldn't get it to Lee in time, and it bounced right off of his chest plate and onto the ground.
That's exactly what it looked like. Now maybe he can do that again near an orange jersey.
So back to the 4 now. It's second down and goal. 2 receivers, 2 backs in the backfield. Tight end to the right. Bad snap. Van Molly has to fall on it. Rolling along the ground, that snap pushes him back now to the 9-yard line, and it's third down and goal. Now they'll mark the ball at the 8. Excuse me.
Let's go defense. Let's make some noise.
Third down and goal now from the 8. They had it first and goal on the 1-inch line. Pistol formation, 4 receiver sets. Have a bunch, now they break it. Wilson comes in motion. Here's a pitch to Lee, and he's stopped for a loss. Zach Brandon breaks that play up. Read beautifully by the senior linebacker. A loss back to the 13-yard line. A huge defensive stop for the Cougars.
It sure is, and this with that first and goal inside the 1-yard line looked like a very dark situation here for the Cougars, but couldn't ask for much better than this.
Harrell with a 30-yard field goal try. This one looks to be pretty good, and it is. So Harrell converts on his second field goal try, and the Cougars hold them to 3. The lead now for Mount Juliet Christian is 10-0. 3:05 to go in the first half. So the Cougars have some time to get the offense going, but a huge defensive stand, and the Saints settle for 3. Helped out a little by the bad snaps and the bad exchanges from the center to quarterback Rakesh Van Mali. But the Cougars will take it any way they can get it. Coming up at halftime, your top 2 MTCS moments in program history, along with homecoming festivities here at the Throne. And our short halftime show where we will give you the stats from the first half. Not a lot to speak of on offense tonight. Coming out onto the field, deep to return this kick, number 16, Joseph Peck, an 8th grader who led his team to the Duck River Middle School Championship a couple of Saturdays ago. His first appearance in tonight's game. It is he and Griffin Harper deep to return this Jackson Harrell kick. Harrell kicks it deep in the direction of Griffin Harper, who's going to field it at his own 13, looking for a block. Joseph Peck gets a good block there. Harper looking for something. Going to dive up toward the 30-yard line and get to the 29. So a 16-yard return for Harper. Joseph Peck throws a good block there to give Harper a little extra room to run. Two by two wide receivers now. Tanner Green, the running back. Justin Wynn, the quarterback. Oakley Starling in motion. Now backs out of it. Wynn going for Starling, but no, he hits. Who is his receiver over the middle? Getting across the 45 up to the 47. It's Trey Hickey, the freshman.
Number 22, Trey Hickey. And that's it for a Cougar. Bojangles, first down.
Ball marked at the 46-yard line. 2:45 and counting in the first half. Cougars on the move. Their longest play of the evening. $18 yards. This is Wynn giving to Green. Green coming around the right side. Green with a little room across midfield to the Saint 49. A good run on first down. Offense moving with some purpose and some quickness now. Gain of 5 for Tanner Green. Second down and 5. Offense has come alive here. 2 plays.
Cougars with over 2 minutes here, but just over 2 minutes, but still with 2 timeouts remaining here in Saints territory.
3-by-1 receivers. Wynn going to run the option. Going to pitch it to Tanner Green. A little late on the pitch. Green is going to be forced out of bounds on the Cougar side of midfield. Going to be a short loss. Clock will stop. Going out of bounds. Where are they going to mark it? Looks like they're going to mark it right at the midfield stripes. Only a loss of 1 for Tanner Green. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 6 now. Huge 3rd down here as the Cougars don't want to lose the momentum from the first 2 plays of this drive, getting them from their own 29 to the Saint 49. A timeout called here by MTCS, their second BVI group printing timeout of the half. Brian Stewart and the offense are going to talk about it here. Another 3rd down. They are 1 of their previous 6 on 3rd down. 1:50 to go in the half. So one timeout remaining. Just under 2 minutes. You've got exactly half the field to go to get it into the end zone. Does not look like Braden Melton nor Nick Merritt will be on the field for this third down play as they come to the sideline. Zach Brandon as well. So Tanner Green looks to be your running back, along with Brent Hoffbauer. Starling, Buckner, Melton are your receivers. And a 3-receiver set. 2 backs in the backfield with Wynn. 3rd down and 6. Wynn looking to throw. Wynn tipped into the air and intercepted at the Saints' 49-yard line. The drive stalls with the interception. And number 58, Benny Easton for Mount Juliet Christian, gives the ball back to Rakesh Van Mali and the Saints offense. Time to work here now for the Saints with a 10-0 lead and 1:44 on the clock. Oh, what a killer.
That it is.
You did it, not me. Three-receiver set, wing back, tailback. Quarterback is Van Mali. This is Van Mali rolling to his right, throwing downfield and got his man inside Cougar territory at the 40, down to the 39, 38-yard line. Stood up there, looks like Trey Hickey on the tackle. It is. But a first down throw for Van Mali. Clock starts now as the ball is marked. Ball at the Cougar 38-yard line. Saints quickly up to the line. Pistol formation. 3-receiver set, wing back left. Van Mali to throw again, being pressured across the middle. Got his man, but it's dropped. Andy Pittman drops the pass. Clock stops with that incompletion. 1:18 to go. 10-0 Saints, looking to add late here in the first half. Cougars had an excellent drive going, but stalled at the 50-yard line. Justin Wynn had a pass tipped at the line and picked off. Now the Saints at the Cougar 38 on 2nd down and 10. Looking to throw, being pressured, being chased by Chris Collins. Van Mali running out of options. Chucks it downfield where he's got a host of receivers. And there's Zach Jones behind the secondary in for the touchdown. You cannot make this stuff up. Van Mali pressured and just heaves a desperation pass downfield. And Zach Jones, the very, very tall receiver, is able to bring it in and score.
That right there is just really hard to watch because, you know, they didn't really have to earn it on that one. You know, it's one thing to see the defense get beat, but right there it was really and truly just an unlucky play.
Harrell for the extra point. Kick is up, and the kick is good. New score with 1:08 to go in the half. The Saints 17, the Cougars nothing on senior night. Coach Stewart with some questions for his defense there. 2 Saints receivers right there together. It may have been a busted route, but Van Mali got flushed out to his left, almost to the sidelines. Right as he was about to go out of bounds, he just turns his hips, turns his shoulders, and makes a desperation pass, and the tall receiver Jones is there to run it in for the score. Just a dagger late. And now in a 17-0 hole. Not what you want to see on senior night. Peck and Harper deep to return the Jackson Herald kickoff. Chose not to kick it in the direction of Joseph Peck last time. Griffin Harper's gotten 2 returns thus far tonight. Deep kick here. Harper's going to field at his own 10-yard line. To the 15, to the 20, to the 25, to the 30, 35. Griffin Harper, nice seam up the middle.
Number 20, Griffin Harper with a return. First down, Cougars.
He'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. 28-yard kickoff return for Griffin Harper. 55 seconds to go for the offense. In a spot on the field where you can take some shots. 1 timeout remaining for the Cougars, 2 for the Saints. It's a 4-receiver set, and the single back in the backfield is Tanner Green. Saints looks like they may blitz. And they do. Pressure coming. Justin Wynn throws it out for his receiver, Austin Melton, who's cracked. A legal hit by Noah Wilson. Knocks the ball free. 2nd down and 10. Not much you can do about that. Melton had it, but the quick feet of Noah Wilson brought him to contact and jarred that ball free. 2nd down and 10 now. Clock stopped. Only took 2 seconds off the clock, did that last play. Green still the tailback. 3-by-1 receivers. This is quick out to Green, who's going to be met in the backfield and dropped at the 30-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 32, but the Cougars going backwards. A loss back to the 32. A loss of 5 yards. So it's going to be 3rd down and 15. Win 5 of 13 now on the night for 28 yards. 15 seconds to go. This will be the last play of the half for the Cougars. And flags fly. Maybe a delay of game. And that is the case. So back him up 5 more yards. 7 seconds to go. Coach Stewart may just let the clock run out once it starts again and take him to the half. Saints will receive the ball to start the second half. Now they're going to have to run a play here. 17-0 Saints. Last play of the first half. Wynn going to fake the pass. Going to break free of a tackle in the backfield, but be wrapped up at the 28-yard line. Gain of only 1 yard or 2 by Justin Wynn, and that's how the half will end. As we go to the half, it's 17-0 Mount Juliet Christian. Homecoming activities coming up here at Throneberry Stadium. You're watching Cougar football on the TSSAA Network.
We would like to draw everyone's attention to the south end zone as the homecoming court makes their way to the field. Volkswagen, what that is, with a, the blue one up there, it's with a Porsche body on it. I can't believe they're letting them drive on the field. I guess it's better than having a horse on the field. Miss Starling. Our host and hostess for tonight's homecoming ceremony are Mr. and Miss MTCS, Reed Seiler and Shelby Beckham. Reed is the son of Wade and Cindy Seiler. He has attended this school since 3rd grade. He participates in basketball, tennis, beta, Fine Arts Club, Mu Alpha Theta, FCA. He is a senior class president. He loves MTCS and having the opportunity to make lifelong Christian relationships. He appreciates his parents, brothers, and friends for supporting him. Shelby Beckham. Shelby is the daughter of Brent and Rhonda Beckham. She's been at MTCS for 8 years. She participates in soccer, softball, the Matthew 25 Club, Fine Arts Club, and FCA. The friends that she's made at MTCS have been the greatest blessing to her. MTCS has let her meet so many wonderful people that I hope to know for a lifetime. Thanks to my parents for everything. I love you both very much. Shelby Beckham. Our freshman class attendant is Tori Inman. Tori is escorted by senior Chris Collins. Tori is the daughter of Randy and Kathy Inman. She's been at MTCS for 4 years. She's participated in junior beta and cheerleading. One of the greatest blessings for Tori is meeting good Christian friends and being a part of a school where you can worship God freely. I want to thank my mom and dad for always being there and for me and supporting me in everything that I do. Tori Inman. The sophomore attendant is Lindsay Duggar. Lindsay is escorted by senior Brent Hoffbauer. Lindsay is the daughter of Tony and Lisa Duggar. She's been at MTCS from the 7th grade till today. She participates in the color guard, junior beta, student council, cross country, senior beta, and yearbook. Greatest blessings for Lindsay have been Bible class every day and my friends. And she wants to thank her mom and dad for always supporting her in everything that she does. Lindsay Duggar. The elected junior class attendant, Kirsten Dotson, could not be able to be here tonight due to illness. The alternate attendant is Elizabeth Woodruff. Elizabeth is escorted by Oakley Starling. Elizabeth is the daughter of Carter and Marvine Woodruff. Elizabeth Woodruff. Let's give her a hand. We have three senior class representatives. And one of these beautiful ladies will be crowned 2012 Homecoming Queen. First, Alexandria Arnett. Alexandria is escorted by senior Kyle Howard. Alexandria is the daughter of Sharon Arnett and David Arnett. She has been at MTCS for 5 years. She has participated in Fine Arts Club, Cougar One Club, Mu Alpha Theta, Matthew 25 Club, Junior Yearbook Editor, Senior Yearbook Editor, High School Girls Basketball Manager. One of the greatest blessings for her has been able to come to a school where she can openly express her faith. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for everything you have done and sacrificed for me. Also a special thanks to this senior class, all the memories, and making high school such a great experience. Alexandria Arnett. Next is Gina Bartleson. Jana. Jenna is escorted by Zach Brandon. She is the daughter of Randy and Carol Bartleson. She's been at MTCS for 7 years. She's participated in junior and senior beta, FCA, and volleyball. One of her greatest blessings of all of her friends here, especially the class of 2013 and the volleyball team, they are amazing and I just love them, to quote her. Special thanks to my parents for all they've done and my friends and family for your love and support has meant so much to me. Jenna Bartleson. Mallory Bowman. Mallory is escorted by junior Clay Mitchell. Mallory is the daughter of Mike and Lanita Bowman. She has been at MTCS for 14 years. She has participated in soccer, softball, junior and senior beta club, fine arts club, Republicans Club, FCA, Matthew 25 Club, and Most Talented Superlative. Her greatest blessing at MTCS is such great friends at this school. They truly are a second family to her. Special thanks. She says, I want to thank my mom and dad. They are the best anyone could ever ask for. Mallory Bowman. The football team has chosen the queen, and she is Jenna Bartleson. Mr. Reed Seiler will now crown the queen. Kyle Howard will now give the queen her sash. Brent Hoffbauer will now present the queen with roses. Zach Brandon will present the Queen with a gift from the team. Christopher Collins will give the Queen a football signed by the 2012 football team. Congratulations to the Queen, Jenna Bartleson, and her attendants. I'm going to go to the restroom. I'm going to announce the band, and then I'm going to take off and go to the restroom.
Well, congratulations to Jenna Bowman on being elected. Bartleson. It's not Ivy Starling, though.
Ivy Starling is your 2012 homecoming queen.
Sorry, Ivy, wherever you are. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Okay, back to business. First half stats for MTCS. On offense, Justin Wynn, 5 of 13 passing for 28 yards. Brent Hoffbauer, 2 yards on 1 carry. Zach Brandon, the senior, only 1 carry for -2 yards. Tanner Green, 5 carries for 6. Justin Wynn, 6 carries for 15. On defense, your leader, Chris Collins with 4 tackles, 1 for loss. Chaz Chapin with 3. Griffin Harper, Braden Melton with 2. Kyle Howard with 3 and 1 for loss. Zach Brandon also got in there with a tackle for loss. Austin Melton has a tackle and 2 pass breakups, and Sam Mathis adds 2 tackles to that. And that is the extent of the stat line for the first half for MTCS, who trail 17-0 and will have to kick it away to the Saints to start the second half. And now we will reveal to you your top 2 MTCS moments in football history. Number 2, and Carl, you may be able to reminisce with me on this one. We have a actual audio for the number 1 moment. This one, it's on DVD, and you can go to thisiscougarfootball.com to find out how you can contact the supervisors to obtain a copy of that game. But anyway, 2010, right here at Throneberry Stadium against the Forest Rockets. The double overtime thriller, 41-35, your final score. That gave the Cougars momentum heading into the back half of that season, on their way to their first ever playoff win, their 3rd straight playoff appearance, and their 2nd year going into the 2nd round of the playoffs. Highlights from that game: Asa Bowman, the 19-yard touchdown after running the Wildcat on a drive. Another touchdown by Bowman late in the 4th to tie it at 28 and send it into overtime. And then Angel Reyes, the Rockets kicker, misses the field goal in the 2nd overtime to give MTCS a chance to win. Stephen Brent and R.J. Miller, each with 10-yard touchdown runs. The Cougars in 2 overtimes ran 2 offensive plays and scored 2 touchdowns. Stephen Brent and R.J. Miller with 10-yard runs. It was Miller's run into the north end zone that gave the Cougars the win on an electric night. And a picture of that touchdown celebration hangs right behind us in the press box here at Throneberry Stadium. Just a great night. Anything to add, Carl?
Well,
were you at that game, number 1?
I was actually.
Were you down in the end zone cheering the team on as they scored that winning touchdown?
I was. That was actually the only week I was out with an ankle injury, but I was on the sideline and was down there in the end zone with the team. I have to say that was a really great game and definitely one of my favorites in Cougar history.
All right. Number 2 on our list, and now your number 1 moment from MTCS football history. And it comes again against the Forest Rockets, this time back in 2008. A win and you're in scenario for the Cougars and the Rockets, because the winner of that game was to take the final playoff spot in Region 5. And it ended up being the Cougars. And we are going to pull up the audio for you eventually. And here you are. Happy Halloween, Cougars fans. Tonight, the Cougars play host to the Rockets of Forest High School in Chapel Hill for the right to go to the playoffs.
Bad snap. He fumbled the snap, but picks it up. He's going to be stuffed by the Cougars. Back at the 15-yard line. A bad snap, and the punter could not field it cleanly. And by the time he got it up and was ready to kick, the Cougars were in the backfield. Bartleson going to turn, hand it to Dylan Lay, going to be cutting and diving. Touchdown, Cougars! Bartleson going to look for Eric Compton, who makes the catch. Dylan Wade breaks another tackle, cuts back inside, down the far sideline, dragging tacklers inside the 15-yard line to the 10. Going to look to throw, got his receiver, and it's intercepted off the tip. Chris Beasley picks it off. Third down and goal to go for MTCS. Same formation for the Cougars as they try to power it in to take the lead. There goes Bartleson. Touchdown, Cougars! Gonna fire deep, incomplete, intercepted again by Chris Beasley, intercepted. Chris Beasley again off the deflection, picks off Henson's pass. QB sneak right up the middle, first down. The Rockets have no timeouts remaining. The Cougars can run out the clock. Bartleson goes into the victory formation. The most beautiful play in all of sports. Takes the snap. There's the knee. There's your ball game. We're going to the playoffs.
So a great night all the way around here at Throneberry Stadium. That was the one and only year that the Cougars were coached by Philip Shadowins. He left the next year for Blackman High School, but led the Cougars to a 7-3 regular season record. Their first ever playoff appearance. They traveled down to face the Wayne County Wildcats and were defeated in that game by a score of 41-20. Wayne County, the defending 1A state champs from a year ago. So good things happening for that team. Trying to get a signal to the clock operator to put 3 minutes onto the play clock. Yeah, we do what we can to help each other out up here in the press box.
We try. So, what are we expecting out of Ivy Starling in the second half?
I don't know. He's probably got his feet up somewhere listening to us and enjoying his night as homecoming queen.
For all you not exactly understanding what we're talking about, my partner here has a habit of calling Ivy Starling's name.
He calls everybody Ivy Starling.
Everyone Ivy Starling.
One of the greatest quarterbacks in Cougar history. Holds the record for longest streak as a starter, 25 games.
That he was.
But again, that wraps up your top 5 moments in Cougar football history. This the 8th year of Cougar football, started back in 2005. My brother Ryan was one of the first seniors to graduate off of a Cougar football team. Updated scores from around the area as we look to ballfrog.com. Christian Academy of Knoxville is having no trouble in Laverne with the Wolverines. At half, it's 35-14 Warriors over Wolverines. Brentwood at the half has come back to take the lead over Blackman. It's 14-7. No score for the Cookeville-Riverdale game. Late in the second quarter, it's Cascade trailing Forest by a score of 20-14. That game out being played at the Rock in Chapel Hill. Independence leading undefeated Siegel at the half, 6-0. And Moore County late in the second quarter, 22-0 over Community down in Unionville. No score for the Eagleville-Huntland game, but we can turn to WGNSradio.com to get the Rutherford County scores. Cannon County off tonight, by the way. Well, Justin Wynn warming up here on the sidelines. a first half that he'd probably like to put behind him. Again, 5 of 13 for 28 yards passing and 15 yards on the ground. So Riverdale 21, Cookeville 3 in the second quarter. And Eagleville all over Huntland early. It's 35-0. So if the Cougars can come back, pull out a victory here tonight on senior night, looks like we may go into Huntland next week with both teams at 1-8. But Cougars with work to do here tonight. They trail 17-0 and will have to put their defense on the field first to start the second half as they'll kick away to the Saints.
And really what the Cougar team needs right now is someone to really step up like we saw in last year's game against this very same team. For the Cougars, one win of the season was senior Stephen Brent really stepping up, having the game of his life, and really giving the Cougars the push that they need to win that game last year. Will the Cougars find someone like that this year? Will they find someone who can really step up, be a playmaker, have just an explosive game, and get them back in it?
And you have to think that if somebody's going to do it, it's going to be one of these seniors or it's going to be Justin Wynn at quarterback. He is your signal caller, and he is in the best position to make plays in all aspects of the offense. So it will center around him, but these seniors are not going to want to lose on senior night.
Have to agree with you there. Really, we need everyone across the board on the offensive side of the ball to step up. Justin Wynn definitely with the athleticism, with the ability to make big plays. Will he settle down? Will he do the little things right to get us the yards we need? And will these seniors step up in the second half?
Well, Thomas Goodwin, the freshman, to kick away for MTCS. Deep for the Saints is 27, Race McLean, and number 3, Brant Lamberth. 6, Noah Wilson here as an up back. Goodwin, see if he can get this over Wilson's head. And he will. It's going to be Lamberth from his own 16-yard line to the 20, to the 25, cutting outside, looking for room. And he meets a big Cougar defense there, led by Sam Mathis up near the 35-yard line.
Sam Mathis on the stop.
So Sam Mathis' third tackle of the night. It's first down Saints. They'll start this drive at their own 35-yard line. Little chill in the air now. The breeze picking up a little bit more than it did in the first half. See if that affects play down on the field. As Rakesh Van Mali brings his team out. Double wing back, running back. This is Lamberth in motion. And this is Wilson getting the carry inside. He's stacked up at the line, fights forward across the 35 to the 37-yard line, where he's giving a nice meeting and a talking to by Kyle Howard down there at the bottom of the pile, and comes up hobbling.
Stop by number 5, Peyton Buckner.
Howard with his fourth tackle, and Wilson gets the worst of that exchange, favoring that left leg. But he pushes the ball across the 35, resting in between the 37 and 38. It's going to be second down and 8. Van Mali working the offense. This is Lamberth in motion. Straight ahead for Lee. Big hole for Lee. And he's going to be submarined and taken down by Peyton Buckner as he gets up near the 45. He's going to have enough for a first down. Buckner, the defensive stud for a nice 2 to 3 week stretch in the middle of the season. Quiet as of late, and that's his first tackle of the night. Clock counting here, already a minute gone in the third quarter. Saints with a 17-0 lead over the Cougars. If you're just joining us, Cougars had the ball, can't get much done on third down tonight. They are 1 of 8. Zach Brandon going over to the Cougar training table, hobbling. May have re-aggravated that ankle injury. This is Lee pushing straight ahead, using his blockers, fighting off a tackle into Cougar territory. He's finally brought down by Buckner as he gets to the 45-yard line. First down pickup of 9.
And this Cougar defense really needs to stop getting gashed like that. This 10 yards on every play is absolutely killing them.
Second down.
Oh, 2nd and 1 from the Cougar 45. This is McLean with the carry. And he's going to be stacked up for a loss. In on the tackle, Franklin Roberts. In the area also Kyle Howard, but it's a loss back to the 46-yard line. So a loss of 1. It's now 3rd down and 2. Double wing back, pistol formation, 2 receivers for Van Molly. This is Lamberth in motion. Gives straight ahead to Lees, who dives over the pile, keeps going. Finally brought down by Mathis, but not until he gets inside the 41-yard line and picks up the 1st down. Just a methodical 3rd down pickup, and the drive stays alive. 9:18 and counting here, 3rd quarter. 17-0 Saints, and they're looking for more. Ball just outside the Cougar 40-yard line. Double backs in the backfield. This is McLean to the right. Big hole. Austin Melton brings him down at the 25. Another big gain, 15 yards.
McLean on the carry, brought down by number 9, Austin Melton. 1st down Saints.
Linebackers having to chase. Secondary having to come up and make the tackle. Not a good scenario for this Cougar defense as they are getting pounded on again here in the early stages of the second half. 25-yard line, 1st and 10 for Van Molly and the Saint offense.
This Cougar defense really needs to get their composure back. They seem shaken.
Straight ahead for Lee. Lee with a big hole again. Bowling over people inside the 15 down near the 10. Credit Chaffin with the tackle.
Number 2, Chaz Chaffin.
Although Chaffin basically just let Lee roll right over him, and Lee just happened to fall down as he was bruising over Chaffin. Nothing but 1st down runs in this game, in this drive, as it's now 1st and goal right at the 10-yard line. Van Molly to pass, over the middle, broken up, inside by Griffin Harper, who got us some fingertips on it.
Broken up by number 20, Griffin Harper. 2nd down and goal.
So run, and then try to hit him with the quick slant over the middle, which has worked for Van Molly and his receivers thus far. But Van Molly led his receiver a little bit too far, and it falls incomplete. 2nd and goal. Lee now in the pistol formation with Wilson in the backfield and Van Molly. This is Lee. Handoff straight ahead. This time stacked up. Sam Mathis there to meet him and push him back along with Franklin Roberts.
Mathis on the stop with Roberts.
It's now 3rd down and goal. They're going to give Lee a gain of 1 yard to the 9. So big 3rd down stand here will go a long way. Van Molly looking into the end zone, feeling pressure. Going to throw it up and incomplete out of the back of the end zone. So Cougars hold on 3rd down. Will we see Jackson Harrell for another field goal try? And that looks to be the case. Harrell bringing out the tee. Lamberth going to be the holder. Harrell missed from 29, was good from 30. This will be a field goal of 25 yards. 7:20 to go in the 3rd quarter. Saints looking to extend the lead. Harrell's kick is up, and the kick is good. So Harrell with his 2nd field goal of the night extends the Saint lead. It's 20-0. So the Saints take their opening drive of the second half. Go 65 yards. Go down to the Cougar 8-yard line. Math in my head's not working too good tonight. And Harrell kicks in a 25-yard field goal. So the special teams unit heading back out onto the field. This is Harper and Peck. Deep to receive this kickoff from Harrell. Harper getting the bulk of the returns tonight. I'd like to see him try to kick one towards the 8th grader Peck and see what he can do with it. And angling towards Harper again. He will field it at his own 11. Harper to the 20, Harper to the 25. A little bit of room up the middle. 30. Harper 35. Harper 39-40. Mark him right at the 40-yard line. Another great return by Harper.
At the 40-yard line.
29 yards. So Peck getting reps in pregame warm-ups with the running back core. But this is Green and Hoffbauer in the backfield with Wynn on first down. This is Green getting the carry. Cutting back up the middle. Good cut by Tanner Green. He's planted as he gets up near the 44-yard line.
32, Tanner Green on the carry.
A gain on first down to the 44. So 4 yards for Tanner.
4 yards, brings up second down.
Again, 4 yards, a good number on first down, second down and 6. Three receiver set. Oakley Starling to the near side, single covered. Two backs in the backfield with Wynn. Saints looks like they may blitz. And they do. Give it inside. Tanner Green lowers his head. Gets no gain. They're actually going to mark it for a loss back to the 43. A loss of 1 by Tanner Green. So another third down coming up. One of their previous 8 on third down. It's now third down and 7 for MTCS. Just not doing themselves any favors. All of their third downs have been third and long, pretty much on this night. Halfway gone in the third quarter. A quick moving game here in Murfreesboro. It's 8:30 Central Time. Game kicked off just after 7. Wynn with time. Now it breaks down. He's going to be taken down from behind. Back at the 42-yard line. Call it a loss of 1 yard. And again, fourth down coming up for the offense. Clock continues to run. Just not a lot downfield for Wynn to throw to. And it finally broke down. And we'll probably see a punt here by the Cougars. Lamberth back now deep, expecting a punt. And this is Wynn going to roll to his right, feeling pressure, steps away from it, and now going to punt it. Angling towards the sideline. Take a good Cougar roll. Out of bounds. No, it's going to die right at the 27-yard line of Mount Juliet Christian. So making the Saints defense think about it. Wynn in some pressure. When you back Lamberth or back anybody out of the formation expecting a punt, you get a mismatch possibly inside for maybe a quick pass, but did not develop, and Wynn elects to punt it away. The safe play. 4:55 to go in the third quarter. Cougars trail 20-0 on senior night to Mount Juliet Christian. This is Wilson in motion. It is he getting the pitch, looking for room. Not much there. He's going to push the ball up to the 34-yard line.
Number 9, Austin Melton on the stop.
Where Peyton Buckner and Austin Melton bring him down. So Wilson gets the ball up near the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the play. It's second down and 3. This is McLean going left. Caught and shoved back at the 35-yard line. There's Sam Mathis making the stop.
Number 68, Sam Mathis. And number 74, Franklin Roberts on the stop in the backfield.
Brings up third down.
Push the ball across the 35, almost to the 36-yard line. It's going to be third down and short. Zach Brandon favoring that left leg. Severely hobbling as Lee gets the carry, busts up the middle, holds on to the football, and Kyle Howard has to finally bring him down outside the 40-yard line at the 42. A first down run for Elliott Lee. Howard's fifth tackle of the night.
Kyle Howard and number 58, Chris Collins on the stop.
Ball at the Saints 42, 3.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Saints doing it all on the ground except for the one pass, or the two passes down near the goal line in their last drive. Van Molly has the one long touchdown pass thanks to a desperation heave. Other than that, not had much to boast about through the air tonight. Van Molly going to pass now. Looking across the middle, got Lamberth up across the 45 near midfield where he's rolled down by Buckner.
Number 3 on the carry or reception. Stop to number 5, Peyton Buckner.
Mark it at the 49-yard line, gain of 7, second down and 3. Van Molly working from the pistol. This is Lee straight up the middle. Going to be tripped up by Braden Melton, and finished off by Peyton Buckner.
Number 11 on the carry. Initial hit by number 42, Braden Melton, and number 5, Peyton Buckner.
But Lee pushes the ball into Cougar territory at the 46. Again, it's first down. Clock just flying by here. The Saints just eating away. Up 20-0. Bunch formation. Now they come out of it. Give to McLean on the sweep. Flags fly. McLean around the left side. Finds a little hole inside the 40 where he's wrapped up by Hickey. But we'll check the flag. Thrown by the referee. And this will back the Saints up, so we'll wipe out that previous play. Philip Bonnaby coming in for Nick Merritt now. Illegal shift.
Illegal shift is the call.
By the Saints. Should just be a 5-yard penalty.
5-yard penalty, repeat, first down.
So that'll move the ball back into Saint territory at the 49. Be first down and 15 from that point. Clock starts now. Under 2 minutes to go, third quarter. Cougars trailing 20-0 on senior night here at the Throne. Rakesh Van Molly gone all the way at quarterback here. This is McLean. Going to get the pitch coming right. Good block on the outside to give him room. He's going to get close to the first down marker, but going to be wrapped up there by Peyton Buckner. If he didn't pick up the first down, it's going to be third and very short.
Second down.
No, it's not. It's going to be
second down.
10.
Second and 10. I'm looking at the wrong stick. I am the play caller. Do not contradict me. So McLean picks up the penalty yardage. Now second down and 10. Van Molly now going deep. He's going to overshoot his man. That's Pittman, who got behind the defense. A better thrown ball would have seen Pittman in the end zone there. So the Cougars are lucky. Now third down and 10 from the Cougar 46-yard line. This third quarter brought to you by ThisIsCougarFootball.com. You can still keep up with the Cougars after tonight's game with game reviews, previews, stats, and more, all from our comprehensive website. Log on to ThisIsCougarFootball.com and stay in on the action. This is third down and 10. Van Molly rolling to his left, feeling pressure, going to look downfield. Going to throw short for McLean, who's got it, but is not going to get the first down. Going to be knocked down by Bryson Hamrick.
Franklin Roberts on the initial hit. Brings up fourth down.
So the Saints now, 4th down. Clock running, 36 seconds to go, 3rd quarter. They're going to take this all the way down, probably just run a running play to take more time off the clock. Or Harrell will back up to punt. And Wynn drifts deep to receive, standing at his own 10-yard line. They're going to take this all the way down, low as they possibly can. Maybe take a timeout here. Well, they took it all the way down to the end of the 3rd quarter. Horn sounds, and we head to the last 12 minutes of this one with the Cougars in a big hole. It's 20-0 on senior night. Stay tuned. You're watching Cougar football on the TSSAA network. So we'll flip-flop ends of the field. Start out the 4th quarter with a punt by Jackson Harrell. High, booming kick, angling towards the sidelines and out of bounds. Justin Wynn gets laid out by Zach Jones at the end of that play, and no flag is thrown. Nowhere near the football. Justin Wynn gets leveled by Zach Jones, and the refs don't see it. And the crowd is letting them have it. Nevertheless, they're going to spot the ball at the, well, they haven't put the ball down yet, 34-yard line of MTCS. Justin Wynn, recipient of an unnecessary hit. First down Cougars, diamond formation to the far side, whistles. And a timeout taken by the Saints.
Timeout, Saints.
So a little bit of controversy in this one. Justin Wynn, again, taking an unnecessary hit. Nowhere near the ball. Zach Jones feeling that he can put a target on his back for the rest of this game.
Really?
Somebody else that is on his back for the rest of this game is senior running back Zach Brandon on the training table with an ice bag taped around his left ankle. So he has re-aggravated that injury. Just a terrible blow to your running game and a terrible blow to your senior night.
It sure is. This Cougar offense has got to get something going right here.
11:53 to go in the game. Cougars down by 3 scores. Going to have to look to the deeper passes now. Diamond formation, single coverage on the near side with Oakley Starling. Tanner Green on the sweep. They're going to fake it. Wynn's going to get a little bit of room. Wynn gets a lot of room. Wynn going to cut down across the 40 up to the 43-yard line. Gain of 8 on first down. That's the kind of run you want to see on first down. Second down and 2. Long 1, short 2 at the 43. Saints going to blitz. Bad snap. Wynn's going to do what he can with it. Wynn's going to power across the 45 and pick up the first down.
Number
There's the athleticism of Justin Wynn making something out of nothing. And picks up the first down up to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 4 on the busted play. Move the chains. Under 11 minutes to go. Cougars trying to get something going here. 2 backs in the backfield. This is Merritt and Green with quarterback Justin Wynn. 3 receiver set. Austin Melton gets the reception. Inside Saints territory. Dives forward to the 42.
Austin Melton on the reception. Good enough for another
12 yards and another first down for the Cougars. Ten and a half minutes to go. Saints going to blitz again. Wynn going to stagger out of a tackle, but fall down. Flags are thrown in the direction of the line of scrimmage. Something happened in the trenches as Justin Wynn was brought down behind the line. Here's the call. It's going to be a hold on the Cougars. It's going to put the ball back inside Cougar territory. And they're going to put the ball all the way back at the 44-yard line. They're going to say that hold took place 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So when all is said and done, it's a 13-yard penalty.
Resulted in a 13-yard penalty.
Now 1st and 23, and the Saints are going to blitz again. Wynn is going to be taken down back at the 35, just nowhere to run. This offensive line is getting bull rushed on every single play now. Another 7-yard loss back to the 37. And now it is 2nd down and a country mile. To get a first down, the Cougars will need to get it inside the Saint 32, and they're currently on their own 37. Low snaps here tonight. Wynn picks this one up, just going to run it. Going to cut inside across the 40 up to the 42-yard line. Only a gain of 5.
Justin Wynn on the carry. Brings up 3rd down.
Going to bring up a long 3rd down. Call it 3rd and 27. Clock's running. 8:40 to go. Cougars up to the line. Got to get this play off. 3-by-1 receivers. Wynn. Throwback screen in the direction of Tanner Green, who was covered. Wynn just kind of pitched it out there, and it falls incomplete. So 4th down now. Clock will stop. Just nothing good happening on offense for the Cougars tonight. The Saints on that drive blitzed almost every single play. That definitely throws your timing off in a spread offense. Punt here. Gets some distance on this one, does Wynn. It's going to fall to Lambert at his own 23. A big lane, but he's brought down by Bryson Hamrick as he gets to his 37-yard line. Good special teams play by Hamrick there. 8:18 to go in the ball game. Saints up by 20 and have the ball. It's going to take a miracle for the Cougars to get back into this one. Rikesh Van Mali has gone all the way for the Saints at quarterback. A potent rushing attack has put the Saints up by 3 scores here late in the game. 4 receivers, pistol formation. Straight ahead for Elliott Lee. Elliott Lee up to the 40, where he's taken down by a Cougar. And that Cougar is Peyton Buckner. Peyton Buckner, that's his 7th tackle here tonight. He now leads on defense for the Cougars. Sam Mathis with 6, Kyle Howard with 5, Austin Melton with 3, Chaz Chaffin with 4. Justin Wynn with 11 carries for 25 yards tonight. Van Molly under pressure, going to throw it away, throw it out of bounds.
Pass is thrown away. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
That's going to stop the clock. Van Molly looking for that little misdirection play and then was going to turn it into a pass. But the Cougars got good penetration that time. Forces a 3rd down here on the Saint 40. 3rd down and 7. This is McLean, cutting right. Planted by Sam Mathis for a loss, back to the 39-yard line. Good play on 3rd down. It's going to bring up 4th. Cougars are going to get the ball back. Wynn's going to drip deep for this Harrell punt. High spiral, wobbly spiral. Wynn calls for and makes a fair catch at his own 32-yard line. 6:56 to go in the game. Here in senior night, it's the Saints 20, the Cougars nothing. An absolute miracle needed here for the Cougars to get their first win of the year. CAK, no trouble with Laverne still, 35-21 in the second half. Brentwood and Blackman fighting it out in Murfreesboro at the Inferno. It's 21-14, Brentwood on top in the 3rd. Forest over Cascade, 27-14 in the second half. Independence still leads Siegel. Siegel undefeated on the year. Smyrna over Ravenwood, 14-7, and Moore County a 28-8 advantage over Community in Unionville. And a false start here on 1st down for the Cougars. So mark it off 5. It'll be 1st and 15.
False start. Cougars repeat 1st down.
Cougars not helping themselves with these silly penalties. Wynn, going to look to throw. Out route to Oakley Starling. This is Starling, makes 1 man miss, makes a 2nd man miss. Does not make the 3rd man miss, but he picks up good yardage up to the 33-yard line, or 38-yard line, excuse me. A gain of 10 on 1st down, so it'll be 2nd down and 5. Wynn batted at the line, going for Oakley Starling on the quick in route, but it's knocked down and incomplete. Going to bring up 3rd down once again. Those Saints defensive linemen kind of tower over their counterparts on the Cougar line. They're getting them big paws up and knocking down several passes tonight. One tipped and intercepted at the line in the first half. This is Justin Wynn in the offense on 3rd down and 5. Oakley Starling in motion. Now reverses it. Wynn looking for Starling. Wide open on the sideline. Starling at the 40, 45, 50. 45, 40. Cuts back and he's going to be taken down inside the 35. Big pass play and a 1st down.
Number 3, Oakley Starling. And that's good for a Cougar. Bojangles 1st down.
22-yard pass and catch for the 1st down. Cougars with some ground to make up here. Wynn rolling, finding some room, looking to throw, does throw to Austin Melton. Melton cuts it inside, dives towards the 30-yard line.
Pass complete to number 9, Austin Melton.
Wynn had the option there to run or throw, and he chose to throw. And Melton gets the ball down just outside the 30-yard line to be a pickup of 9. 9 yards for number 9. Inside 6 minutes to go. Cougars trying to get on the board, make something happen. They need the spark, and it needs to happen quickly. If they get it into the end zone, you can expect an onside kick. Tanner Green, the standing tailback, 3-by-1 wide receivers. Wynn in the shotgun, takes the snap, looking left, gonna go deep, looking for Starling. No, looking for Hickey and overthrows him. Overthrows Trey Hickey with the one-on-one coverage. 5:21 to go. Clock is stopped. 3rd down and 1. Another 3rd down for the Cougars. Breeze is kicked up to its strongest point all night. Diamond formation to the near side. Here comes Tanner Green in motion. Wynn straight up the middle. Wynn to the 30. Cuts it outside 25. Wynn to the 20. Wynn taken down to the 19-yard line. First down, Cougars.
Number 11, Justin Wynn on the carry.
Gain of 12.
Good for another Cougar. Bojangles first down.
Well, they're going to get into the end zone on this drive, Carl. The only thing is, what are they going to do after that?
Well, I think really their only option is going to be go for the onside kick. Try to get that kick back, get that second touchdown, and then I would say kick it away, make a fast stop, 3 and out, get the ball back, make that other touchdown.
Cougars have all 3 timeouts. Wynn being pressured, going to go deep now. Austin Melton all alone, touchdown! Justin Wynn to Austin Melton, touchdown Cougars!
And really this right here is going to be big. The Cougars, to have the chance to get back in this game, have to have these extra points. Right now, with 3 scores, they can get the lead by 1.
And a flag on the play thrown at the 19-yard line. Illegal shift on the Cougars. Wipe out the touchdown. Take it off the board.
Ball is illegal shift against the Cougars, nullifying the touchdown.
Oh, man.
That hurt.
That is so bad of a killer call. Oh, my goodness. Back at the 24 now. 1st and 15. And they start the clock. 4:45 to go. Empty backfield for Wynn. Ultimate high followed by the ultimate low. Buckner in motion. Fake the speed sweep. Wynn being pressured. Gets out of it. Now rolls. Cuts it back. Going to be taken down up at the 34, 33-yard line. Another loss, and the clock continues to roll. Cougars have all 3 timeouts. Ball marked at the 33-yard line, loss of 3 for Justin Wynn. Instead of a 19-yard touchdown, it's a 3-yard loss after the penalty. Now 2nd down and 18 at the 26-yard line of Mount Juliet Christian. Tanner Green now the running back. 3-by-1 receivers. Wynn across to Melton. Melton makes the catch. Cuts inside. 15, 10. Austin Melton heading for the end zone. Down at the 1. Austin Melton with another great catch and run. 32 yards this time. That one will stand.
And you really love to see that play right there. But that time taken off the clock from that penalty, that touchdown being called back.
A full minute.
Definitely hurts the Cougars.
Clock still running. Cougars got to hurry up here. Diamond formation. Wynn may choose to run it up the middle here, spread it out and run up the gut. This is Green. Wynn's going to do exactly that. Wynn, touchdown.
Number 11, Justin Wynn. Touchdown, Cougars.
Well, they get on the board just a minute and a half after they should have.
And the Cougars really have to get this extra point here. If they have any hope of getting back into this game, it's going to be getting the 3 scores and 7 points on each score. But to do that, again, they have to have that extra point. Otherwise, the 3 scores will not give them the lead.
Going for two here. Empty backfield for Wynn. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Starling in motion. Fake the sweep. Wynn firing down for Green, who can't bring it in. Wynn overshoots Tanner Green on the corner route. Incomplete. Score is 20-6. Trey Hickey, 32 and 22 look a lot alike. 3:31 to go. Score is 20-6. You'd expect the onside kick here.
I have to agree, especially with that time that they lost, with that touchdown being called back. They really don't have much choice.
Is this something that you practice a whole lot during the week in anticipation for having to actually perform one?
Well, my guess would be no. My guess would be maybe they ran it once or twice. But one thing that is lucky for the Cougars is this situation comes later in the season. Later in the season, the team kind of knows their special teams responsibilities, and when that happens, they do get extra time to work on those specialty plays, those fake punts, and those onside kicks.
So Thomas Goodwin will be doing the honors here from the 40-yard line. Ball has to go 10 yards before it can be touched. Then it's anybody's ball. Five big linemen up at the 50-yard line.
And also you have to wonder, how many onside kicks has Thomas Goodwin kicked? Being the first-year kicker that he is.
9 men to the left side of the ball. Thomas Goodwin lined up to perform what we think is going to be an onside kick. Do not go offsides. There it is. A very good onside kick, but it falls right into the hands of the Saints up back, Zach Jones. He falls on it right at the midfield stripe, and this is where the Saints will start with the ball. 3 timeouts for the Cougars, 2 for the Saints, 3:31 to go in the game. Saints with a 14-point lead. CAK 42-21 over Laverne. Brentwood still 21-14 over Blackman. Siegel has now come back to take the lead on Independence. It's 7-6 in the fourth quarter. Siegel facing their toughest test of the year. As this is Lee straight ahead, finds a hole. First down Saints inside the 40 where he's brought down by Hickey.
Tackle on the play by number 22, Trey Hickey.
But another 10-yard gash plus on first down. No timeout taken here. Lamberth in motion. Van Molly gives to Lee again. Lee stacked up, and Philip Bonnaby's going to ride him down near the 35-yard line.
Tackle on the play by number 8, Bonnaby, and number 58, Chris Collins. Brings up second down.
Elliott Lee loses his helmet. He should have to come out for a play. .220 and counting in the ball game. Lamberth in motion. This is Lee again. Lee with a big hole. Lee to the 30 to the 25. Taken down near the 20-yard line by Chaz Chaffin. Chaffin's 5th tackle. Ball right at the 20-yard line. First down Saints. Clock runs. Cougars don't look like they're in any hurry to call any timeouts. This is McLean with the ball, running right, got some room. Being taken down, there's a hold on Peyton Buckner. This play's going to come back.
Number 27 on the carry. There is a flag on the play.
Yeah, this play's going to come back. Peyton Buckner was held on the right side of that line. That sprung McLean for the big run. Flag thrown at the 18-yard line. 10 yards from that point, going to mean it's only an 8-yard penalty. But it's going to push the ball back to the 28-yard line.
Holding against the Saints. Repeat first down.
Under 2 minutes to go. Clock begins now as the ball is spotted. 1:35 and counting. Rakesh Van Mali working the Saints offense to perfection here. As he gives to McLean running left, he's going to be rolled down by Braden Melton from behind.
Number 42, Braden Melton. And number 68, Sam Mathis on the stop.
Loss of a couple.
Loss on the play.
1:10 to go.
Brings up second down.
One minute to go here on senior nights. 20-6 Saints. They have the ball, and it's second down and long. Lamberth in motion here. 2 men in motion now. That'll be a penalty, but the refs don't call it as Elliott Lee runs it right up into the middle into Sam Mathis. Chris Collins makes the tackle on a play that should not have happened.
Number 68, Collins on the tackle.
That may be the last play of the game. Ball's advanced to the 30-yard line. 5 seconds. Van Mali's not even going to have to snap it. 3 seconds too, and that's it. This ball game is over. The Saints come into Thornberry Stadium on senior night and pick up their second win of the season. Final score 20-6. Teams will line up for the customary handshake, and we will take a break. Come back with our post-game show. You're watching Cougar football on the TSSAA network. And welcome back into the Cougar postgame show as we ended up from Throneberry Stadium on senior night. Mount Juliet Christian comes in and gets a 20-6 win over the Cougars. The Saints improve to 2-7 on the year. And the Cougars fall to 0-9. MTCS will be on the road to finish up the year next week at Huntland to play the Hornets, who are currently in the process of losing to Eagleville. Last time we checked, it was 35-0 Eagles. Your stat line for the night. Tanner Green finishes the game 7 carries for 9 yards. Justin Wynn, 14 carries, 36 yards, and the lone Cougar score. Through the air, Wynn was 10 of 22 passing for 112 yards and 1 interception. Leading in the receiving category, Austin Melton, 4 catches, 57 yards. Oakley Starling, 4 receptions, 42 yards. The Cougars, a grand total, 2 of 12 on third down conversions. They were penalized 4 times for a total of 28 yards, and all 4 of those penalties, Carl Mathis, in key positions in this ball game. On the defensive side, leading the way for the Cougars is Sam Mathis with 7 and Peyton Buckner with 7. Sam Mathis also, one of his tackles was for loss. Chaz Chaffin, Kyle Howard, and Chris Collins each with 5 tackles here tonight. Austin Melton with 3, Braden Melton with 4, 1 for loss. Austin Melton also had 2 pass breakups. Griffin Harper had a pass breakup of his own to go along with 2 tackles. Trey Hickey chipped in 2 tackles. Bonaby had 1. Zach Brandon had 1 before he went out with injury. Bryson the Hammer Hamrick had 2, along with Franklin Roberts, who had 2, 1 for loss. Those are your stats from tonight's ball game. Nothing to shout about, really, on senior night and homecoming, as the Cougars fall to 0-9 and take that record on the road next week to end up 2012 at Huntland.
But what this Cougar team really needs to remember is that next week is a winnable game. And, something we talked about was tonight was going to be a big mental thing. The Cougars had the physical ability. They had the players to win this game. It was going to be, do they come out and perform? And unfortunately at times, we see them coming out here and not performing. We see bright spots. The Cougars really need to become more consistent. They can't get rattled so easily. They have to stay in the game. They have to have a winning mindset. They have to come out here knowing we can win this game and buckle down and do it. So the Cougars next week with a real opportunity to get their first win of the season on the last game of the season, but it's, will the Cougars come in with a winning mentality? Will they, mark this season off as a loss and go on about their business, or will they come in with that winning mentality for the last season of the game and then give them some momentum into next season? Next season they have a chance to really turn it around, really make something happen. So it's going to be mentally, are the Cougars prepared to do that?
And that will do it for us here at Throneberry Stadium. For Carl Mathis, I am Jay Bruner, saying thank you for joining us here on senior night at MTCS. We will see you next week on the road. Reminder, next week's game will not be broadcast live due to the lack of internet coverage down in Huntland. All games from this season should be available on the TSSAA network starting on Saturday. Once the regular season is over, on Saturday the 27th, all games from the regular season that have been broadcasted or recorded by us will be available for you to view for free at any time. So once again, for Carl Mathis, I am Jay Bruner bidding you good night and God bless.